Hey y'all, happy Saturday. How are you? So I'm just gonna I'm here just a little early to find the right way for us to see each other. Right. So if you're coming on, I want you to give me a hey, a what's up, how you doing? Let me know you're here. And for those of you that are new to me, here we go. Okay. Trying to get the best. The sun is shining, which is great. And I'm wearing a sun shirt, so I'm just trying to get the best angle for us. All right. Well, good morning. Happy Saturday. I've got coffee in my hand of one of my favorite mugs that I actually gave to my daughter. I'm so grateful she lives here and I could use it. Today it wanted to come forward. I am loved. Happy Saturday. Cheers. I hope you have an amazing weekend planned. I thank you in advance for taking a couple moments to be here with me, to allow me to share what's coming through at 111 on the clock. I love the synchronicities, the magic. Oh my goodness. And I hope that you do too. All right. So there has been just so much going on. And yesterday I received a message from Archangel Metatron, and I want to go ahead and share that. I did share it on Facebook. So those of you that are on Facebook, um, you got to read this message. I'd love for you to join my group, join me on Facebook. I'm active there. This is a new platform for me, so thank you for your patience, y'all. We do have a frequency in the background. So here we are. Today is September 3rd, 2022. And when you look at the numerology, it is a 9 for September, a 3 for the third day, and a 6 for the year, which is 936, which happens to be the 936 frequency. So today is a high vibe day, and this frequency will probably assist you. So if you get a chance to play it, I encourage you to do so. Go to Google, go to YouTube, look up 936 frequency. It is the seventh frequency of the ancient musical Salvingo frequency, which I know I'm saying wrong. But what it does is it awakens the crown and it allows an increase in positive energy and vibrations. And guess what it does? It assists in the return. And that's the word that I'm going to highlight. Return in caps, a coming of home to oneness, to being one with all. Collectively, we are time jumping. Like I said, bada boom, bada bing. Things are shifting and you're going to see the changes. So let's go ahead. As we're enjoying the frequency of the God, I encourage you to put that on. And just so you know, why is this coming up too? There's a message related to the fact that we're noticing this. First of all, frequency is a great way to shift your vibration. We're going to get into the runes. We've got some oracle coming in a little bit, but this is for the collective. So any mixture of frequency, know that we are vibration. And the way to shift the energy is to shift with frequency and with vibration, because energy is always moving. So when you play this frequency, what it does is it actually opens up your pineal gland, which is back here. And collectively, there has been cleansing happening on mass scale, okay? So that your pineal gland is starting to open up. We have a grand awakening happening, and we have a further activation for those who are already awakened. You may resonate with the opening of a pineal gland chakra. Yes. So, let's go ahead and open the conversation. We're going to find out energy here. I want to invite you here anytime I go live to, jump in and let's chat. Let's chat all about it. Okay. So, but a mixture of the 369. 369 is the numbers that have to do with manifestation, that have to do with integration. So there's shifting, but it's like in your favor, right? So it's about holding a higher vibration. So if you're looking to do some love and harmonizing in your relationships, you want to do 639 frequency. And if you're looking to manifest, you want to do 396 frequency. All right. So there is a little share on today's numerology. So much has come through in just the last 24 hours. So let's just go ahead and start with a message from Metatron yesterday. I'm just simply going to read what was channeled, and then we're going to get into the messages of, we're going to actually break this down and get some clarifiers and really try to understand a little bit more, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And there is collectively a time jump going on. Are you making the jump? Are you in the midst of the jump? Is there something you need to know? You were brought here with purpose. We've got the Ascended Masters. There's some initiation that you have been undergoing since last year, as you will see in the message. So think about where you were at the end of June, beginning of July, right before the 4th of July last year at this time. There was some cosmic energy involving the moon, Saturn, and Jupiter. And guess what? We are going to the end of that cycle as we have that cosmic mixture coming together again with the full moon on the 9th. There's a lot to connect here, and I am so happy I wanted to go live and do that, okay? So first of all, here's the message. Let go of the emotions. You are safe. You are protected. This cycle is closing. It was brought in by the hummingbird, and so shall pass. Keep flapping. You have all the energy you need. We are with you. We hear your prayers. We are supporting you and your family. You are all jumping timelines. As is happening for one is happening for all. Endurance, strength, trust. And then and then from there, Metatron prompted me to look back at the animal wisdom. So the animals, I am a teacher, I am a healer, I am an oracle, and animal wisdom has been coming in for, oh my gosh, we're going on 2 years now, every week with the moon cycle and animal. And today is a new moon cycle, so I'll have new wisdom coming in. I haven't tapped into that right now. But what they do is they come forward with lessons, and it's just been so magical. So you can see the wisdom on the last oracle I posted here, which is the eel. The video quality of that video is so bad, but there is so many nuggets. So if you just want to listen to it, I think you'll enjoy it. I'm sorry about the quality. Still learning about YouTube. But, it was really so cool because I posted this wisdom in my Facebook page. So I'd love to have you there. Infinite Energy. It was at the end of July. So I'm sorry, end of July last year. And so, and it was just really interesting. I was just led one to the other, and I found out that the energy is very similar. And it's a cycle. It's similar, and yet it's inverted and reversed. So we've got all these retrogrades going on. So this is an understanding of the cosmic energy and how it's affecting all of us. And also, being a collective message, we're circling back to alchemize because we have the Ascended Masters here. So automatically, those of you that are here are working with the Ascended Masters. You are, and I've noticed I pretty much read for those in spirituality, those that resonate. So I can't wait to do this. So we're going to get into it. Let's get into it. Let's break down the message, the initiation that we collectively decided to do to alchemize. We're circling back. We're able to fix any mistakes, so to speak. We're actually able to take the wisdom and the knowledge and the experiences that we've had over the last year. And what we're doing is we are getting a chance to go back and alchemize. Okay. So let's find out what we're doing. We've got the runes. We've got the Mahabharata, the crystals, the angels, the archangels are all here for us. And so, what we're going to do today is I'm pulling everything over. What we're going to do today, a lot of you know the runes are new to me. It is part of my heritage. I'm being pushed and loving the experience of getting to know the Nordic runes specifically. And so I hope you're going to love that. We're going to have some Odin here and some messages all from that. So we've got the ancients coming forward today. It's just really going to be amazing. Okay, so this is a message for all of us. Let's go ahead and get into it. And I would love any conversation. If you want to know what the hummingbird wisdom was all about, I'd be happy to share that with you. I'll actually try to put a link to that in the details. All right. So we're going to pick 5 runes. The first one is going to talk about what the heck was happening about a year ago. What initiation? What was the energy at that time? So we're looking back at the past. Then we're going to take a moment to look at where are we at right now. And hey, some of you are jumping and understanding that because, there's a lot going on. Then we're going to look specifically into the energy with this Moon, Saturn, Jupiter conjunction. So we're going to see what's the energy coming in with the Moon, Saturn conjunction in Capricorn on September 8th. And then the very next day, what's the energy the full moon is bringing in? And then 2 days later, what is the energy that the moon in conjunction with Jupiter is bringing in? And what's the outcome for all of us? Let's find out. Let's get to it. Here we go. Be patient on the runes with me, okay? Be patient on the runes. We're getting started. Okay, angels of the highest light, we open up the messages for the collective today, and we're so excited to find out where we're going because I just feeling the vibration of today. I have so much hope and I'm feeling so optimistic, okay, which is so amazing. So let's take a look first, this first rune that I chose this way. Okay, so whether we invert it or not, kind of looks like an H, right? And, this is, forgive me if I say anything wrong, okay? In advance, I am learning. This is the Halgalaz, okay? This is the Halgalaz, and whether it's inverted or not, the meaning is the same. There is no inversion, is what I'm trying to say, of this particular. So we're going to take a look. All right, bear with me because there's quite a few runes and I get them mixed up. And so this is helping me learn them. So I appreciate you guys. Okay, so we got this on the collective message with the eel. And it means disruption. So, and it also means hail. Okay. We're going to create an oracle at the end with the poem, with the oracle poems of the runes. For a complete message at the end, I'd like to save that at the end. But we do have that this is all about a disruption. So about a year ago, there was an initiation because there was a disruption for us collectively. And I would love to go back and see what happened, but I'm feeling the Ukrainian, conflicts, all the stuff with COVID, just so much stuff. Nobody really knows, but we all know. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So there's a disruption. And what this means with this rune is there's a disruption or a delay. A disruption or a delay, which would make sense that why we're back to end this cycle. So there was something that happened with purpose. Maybe it was for this timeline jump. Okay, we're going to find out. Maybe it was the knowledge and the wisdom that we learned in this past year. So we're going to, find out, but it is going to confirm that it's been frustrating. Okay, that there's been unforeseen difficulties, that there's been a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Hail, in especially for the Norse, is, very hostile. It's a hostile thing. It's it's an experience because they lived at that time out in the earth, right? On farms, they were warriors, they were at sea. And when hail came through, it was a fierce storm. It was not something that was fun. It was an obstacle, and it would delay, as many would have to take cover. And many of us collectively have had to take cover. So it's also furthering to say that hail has the power to blight crops. Familiar landscape becomes unpassable, and it can make seagoing voyages. How about seagoing voyages? We're talking about that sacral chakra collectively. We're talking about the feminine energy. There's a lot going on with the feminine, the masculine, alignment, misalignment coming back through, and I'm feeling the hope. So this is the situation. We've got the crystals here. I'm going to do one shuffle. And right away, I'm seeing Charite come out. There's that number 6, okay? So number 6 is talking about, when I see number 6, I think of integration, okay? Forward moving integration, and it's a positive. It's a positive. So Charite, we're going to do 3 shuffles, and the Charite coming through is letting us know that there's something with our vision. Something is clouding our vision. Something is getting in the way for us feeling connected. Many collectively have felt blocked creatively, blocked when taking action, okay? Blocked at different segments as we're all in different places, okay? And remember, as Metatron said to us, one is happening to all. And Charite, interesting, is to attune to that crystal. I do crystal attunements where you can learn from the crystals. And Charite, you have to, in order to have this attunement, your third eye has to be open. Your pineal gland has to be activated. So here we're going back again to see, with the frequency, the Charite, we're seeing collectively that is what's happening. And another thing that I want to mention about Charite, as we move on to Morganite here in just a moment, which is the step back. So we've gone from the 15 with the Charite, which actually affects 5 chakras. It affects your third eye, which therefore automatically affects your sacral, because there's a relationship between the two. And it also affects your 8th and your 9th chakra, which is why your third eye, it needs to be open for you to attune to this crystal. And so it affects your crown chakra, okay, which is what we're getting in the frequency as well. Your crown chakra, and your opening of that allows you to connect to the divine. And your soul star chakra, which is a lot of people are talking about that. And of course, there are pathways related to these. So there's a lot going on, but what we're focusing on here, and why Morganite just came through when we cut, we're taking a step back and we're looking at the emotional body first, okay? So that's what we're looking at, and we're specifically looking Morganite. Right away I'm getting the image of Morgana. I love that show. I watched that whole show, Merlin. It was so great. And this is talking about the feminine energy, okay? And how, this is really talking about that hail. What was frozen is the ability over the ages of the feminine being secure, right? The feminine feeling safe. And so collectively, 1919 on the clock, we are going through a time to, bring that into healing and to bring into alignment. And it's happening for all of us. This chance is happening for all of us. We all have these energies. And then here we go. You guys, I cannot make this up. We've got the 3-6. Okay, so we had the 6, the 3-6. So 6-3-6. again, another combination of the threes and the sixes. You add them together, 3 and 6 makes 9, you know? So we've got these numbers talking about healing, talking about balance, talking about integration. And garnet specifically, the reason I associate it with the feminine energy is this is actually, garnet is a beautiful gem, and it goes in, it can go in your aura, and it basically allows you to hold your throne. So think of like, gemstones. Think about like beautiful garnet gems in a crown or in a necklace. And so this is all about holding a vibration and a frequency of the divine. In a lot of ways, if you look at this, it's blocking this dense energy. Okay. And this is what I'm getting: the black, the dense, and, not afraid to talk about. This is, that feminine energy, and it's blocking it from really, you know, um, really like changing who you are. Okay. It's almost like, um, yeah, like when things are frozen with the hail, when the emotions are frozen, and they're not authentically yours, can you see how that might, make things feel kind of uncomfortable for us all? Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So we're definitely in the situation, but let's find out specifically which crystal's coming up. On bottom, we've got the moonstone. So we do know with the vibration of the 11 that this is karma. There is a huge activation going on. I mean, I can definitely see it. And the moon cycle is for sure involved. We're doing this video related to the moon conjunction in Saturn and Jupiter, and how this is a cycle and what's coming through this cycle for us all. So we definitely know we're in the right place. And what we have, look at there's another 6. Now, I flipped it up. So it was inverted. Okay. So it was inverted, and we're flipping it up. Collectively, what I'm hearing is, with the 6s coming forward, and the fact that there was hail in the past, there were obstacles. But, what I'm getting right away is that when you alchemize, you're seeing the gold and the white, right? And then almost like this snowflake appearance. And as you're integrating and growing and stretching into something new, okay, and that's what's happening with this timeline jump. We're going into something new. We're alchemized it collectively. High five, y'all. High five. And then we have the ability from the challenge to claim a gift. Okay. So let's go ahead really quickly, because I'm not Dan Barite. I've heard of it, I've read it, but I want to go back as a reminder. And this helps us all learn about these different vibrations. Oh my gosh, you guys. So we pulled it like this. So the energy of the past is the crown is blocked. This particular, this is so awesome how this is coming together. This particular crystal is the chakra is the crown, and it is the element of the ethers. So this is basically what I'm seeing here, and I don't know if you can see it in the background, is like there's a channel. Okay, there's a channel that between us and the divine. That's the crown, is the keeper of that. And if you and what we have collectively is a block. There was a block there, but guess what? We're turning it upside down, and we're integrating, and we're unblocking this collectively, because we're doing this deep alchemization, which is just so amazing. And when you resonate with this, you can claim the gift, and you can jump to a different timeline. It's available for all of you. So Dan Barite, it becomes more receptive in subtle light, sound, and color frequencies emanating from planes just above the crown chakra. And we were getting clues about the soul star, which is the 9th, which is the very next chakra right above it. I'm feeling the heat. This in turn can create a profound sense of inner peace as we reminded of the multiple worlds that surround us. And so when you're thinking about a timeline jump, it's like if you open your metaphysical mind, right? If you take a walk with Dr. Strange, you'll know that there are infinite possibilities available, and it is up to you, the power creator, and whatever you believe is your truth, and that is the lens that you choose. And collectively, we are getting a chance to open that channel and to jump together as we're meant to do. We can now know on a deeper inner level that all life is unified. And the frequency that came up was talking about bringing us back home to oneness. Okay? So, yeah, this is definitely resonating with me for sure. So that's our clarification, is to turn that upside down. And how do we turn that upside down? How do we understand the oneness? Is that we understand that all has purpose for myself, for you, for all of us around us. And we're all at different places in this alchemization, which is why we see the different strips. And so being part of one is to be open to all having their own experience and how that does not affect yours. And that's where we were, a victim mentality. Why has this happened to us? But like through these struggles that we're gone through, there's this collective opening our heart. It's like we've been through a lot and we're learning. I'm still here and I've learned so much. And we have the opportunity to go back to the hail, to go back to the storm, to go back to the disruption. And we have the opportunity to make a shift. That's how powerful we are. So where are we presently? Thank you to the crystals. It's just so beautiful. Okay. So if any of these crystals came forward, they came forward with purpose. So each one that we went through may mean something to you. Okay. I do crystal attunements, and I am going to be sharing because bada boom, bada bing, this all led to a crystal attunement package that I may be doing on 9/11. So that you can attune to $15, and it's going to be hibiscus and green Adventurine. So I'm going to talk about that later. But, let's get you in the cycle of working with one. And the one includes the crystals, the plant medicine, the animals. Okay? Everything is here for purpose, right? All right. So where are we presently? Collectively speaking, where are we presently? Knowing that we're all in different positions on the extremes, okay? But collectively, we are, okay, I wanted to see which way I pulled it. So right away, I'm getting a B. It's not ringing a bell. Okay. So we've got the Berkana, 159. And so this is where we are at this time. And we have the angels here to give us some inspiration. Oh, okay. Well, do you know what this stands for? I was thinking of B, and I knew it had something to do with B, and it stands for birthing. And it stands for birch tree. Okay? So it also corresponds to the fir tree. And so this is talking about connections. Okay, I'm turning this on its side. It's like, yes, we went off track and we're going back to get on track, is what I'm seeing. These are some mountains we climbed, and it's time to get back to the path of truth for all of us. So there's this collective rebirth. We've been feeling it for weeks. It's been coming in. We're all doing it. Many of us are still blinded, like, and that's okay. But where there's a knowing. The Berkana is the ruin of purification, fertility, birth, symbolically associated with the birch tree. Okay. Um, this is talking about, in some cases, pregnancy or fertility, but I'm not feeling that specifically. But as a collective, we are literally birthing a whole new way of doing us. And what is that? I think that's what we're understanding. We're understanding collectively the hail, the disruption was brought in by something or someone, but at the same point in time, we allowed that. There is an attachment made in the past to that. And now there's this collective, like, breath of fresh air, understanding, oh, hey, I made that choice. I'm going to cycle back and make a different choice to get me back where I want to go. Keep putting the power back to us, knowing that it is not me giving my power away, okay, that is going to help me get there. It's me standing in my oneness, my wholeness, understanding all facets of who I am, which collectively we are talking, and Metatron's bringing back, in spirituality talks about the concept and the number one law of oneness. Okay? And however you choose to see yourself is your choice. That is our will. But it is also talking about the fact that we can learn from these, that we can learn from the beginning processes, and we are collectively still undergoing as we move into this, but there's still some energy of the new moon, which means that there is a new cycle upon us. And in some ways, we are blinded. And that's okay, because we're getting that this, how we see, has been obstructed in one way or another. But what we want to focus on in the present, and this goes with the messages that have been coming through, is it's all about freezing those emotions and really evaluating, like, why is that getting me upset? Who am I getting upset for? Why am I feeling rushed? This is a time to really cycle back with all the cosmic energy in front of you at the present. Who do you want to be? To be or not to be is all up to you, because there is no such thing as the victim. As is happening to one is happening to all of us. So when you lose your whatever, guilty, you are affecting, that is putting a cause in, and that is affecting y'all. And so we all need to collectively, as I'm seeing, we've entered the 33rd minute. That's the initiation, to not allow the disruption to determine who you are to be. Boom. Goosebumps. Thank you. And the angels are here, letting you know that you have some loved ones in heaven. I did a pre-shuffle. We've got some assistance from the other side. Those of you that found this came here for purpose, as I'm in the 33 minute. Pretty soon you're going to see the Ascended Masters coming forward. There's an initiation, and I have a sense that you are working with your ancestors, okay? And they're working for you, with you, whether you know it or not. You are protected. And look at the water in the back. This is what's available to you. The ability to calm the waters and to allow that feminine energy to be centered in order for her to receive and co-create with source, with the light, with the angels, with the ancestors, with the ascended masters. But in order to do that, the waters must be settled. Okay, so the disruption must be settled. We must choose, who do we want to be? Okay, And in order to really make that choice, it's all about being in balance. So if you're feeling totally out of balance, I can offer you healing. My email is in the details. I can offer you Reiki. I can offer you attunements. I can offer you conversation. And this is available through our communities as well. But this is what we're all collectively going through. So I can see so easily, and waters have to do with what? Emotion. It's that sacral chakra. It's that feminine energy. And it's related, as we see this beautiful redhead, as I have a redhead myself. But what we see here, it's all about staying centered in our heart, rooted into the earth. And so that's what our loved ones want us to know, to keep ourselves in balance, to not allow the fluctuations, because we are collectively going through what? Shifts. Okay? And so you don't need to attach. You just need to understand who you are to be in the now. You don't need to think about the future. Be here. Be present in the present. Okay? And that's what our ancestors want us to know. We are literally manifesting miracles. Thank you, Archangel Orion. We are manifesting miracles into the world. Anything is possible. This is an upgrade collectively for all of us to the grid. This is the cosmic energy coming in, and the angels are letting us know. And as we look, there we go, Metatron right here. We've got Archangel Michael represented. We've got the angels coming together collectively, the archangels, to let us know that there's a change for us collectively in the grid. And the cosmic energy is affecting that. And there's this trust that we need to have, this surrender, okay? Because we have protection on the other side. And we have, our angels, our team, our guidance, everything we need is right behind us. It's a matter of really understanding that. And as I was saying, this fell back. We have the spiritual support. Whether you see it or not, it is there. And once again, it's all about being centered. And we see those 1, 2, 3, body, mind, and soul being in alliance, working together. And so what we're talking about right now is the emotional body. And how does that affect the mind? And how is this all affecting our channel connection, our openness, or are we open or are we not open to the divine? Because it's there. The divine is surrounded by you. And all you need to do collectively, y'all, is just tap in. Because they're waiting for you and they cannot assist you until you ask for help. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels, for coming with that. The miracle of nature. It's time to turn things around, your perspectives, your priorities. It's time to be part of this world, right? So that song is playing. Get on your magic carpet and explore, because that is what we're here for. Believe it or not, we are not here to be millionaires. Okay? If you're a millionaire, high five. Good for you. Do I want abundance like everybody else? Yes, I do. But there is so much abundance around you. Wake up and smell the coffee. You are loved. There are miracles happening around you right now. But you've got to wake up and see them. And this is what's happening right now. You have the opportunity to answer the call that's coming from where? From an expansion here in your heart, from a knowing deep inside. And this is why it's important to stay in balance. This is why it's important to be, okay, to just be, to be in the present, to allow yourself to breathe, because there isn't in alignment. I'm seeing that. But this is bigger than us. This energy is coming in to do full circle. And look at it's like, we're here. We still got to go around. This is all about The message is to stay centered, to stay balanced. The alignment is coming. But there's this trust. There's this waking up to who you are and to allowing yourself to own that. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. And look at her eyes are closed. And this is what's happening. So many are closed, as I just saw 40 minutes, 4000. And 4 always means a structure. And 0000 is spirit. So spirit is coming out to guide you. This energy is to guide you to flip this script and to understand that you are connected to all. And as you open these connections and as you awaken to these connections, man, it just really does so much for you. And this is what jumping this timeline has done for all of us, is to see the interconnected between us all. Beautiful. Oh. That was my dad that called. So, but waking up, and I love that, because to be is to be present with your loved ones, right? Wake up and know that it is not just about what you're chasing. And why are you chasing? Who are you chasing for? Because if you're creating, it's from a judgment deep inside. If you are running in a direction because it is filling your heart, high five. But if you are chasing something, if there is a judgment, I'm going to tell you what, you're right away. You judge yourself, you close off that potential. So this is the ability to change, to wake up to the oneness that's all around you. Thank you, Spirit. And that spiritual support on bottom to allow you to plug in, okay? So that you become more spiritually aware. And you were led here because when you collectively, as a collective, when we took that initiation, the angels are letting us know, when we took that initiation and we enable the spiritual support, when we wake up, we are manifesting miracles. And all we get to do, there's nothing you have to do. All we get to do is be. Just be you. And you know what? It sounds very challenging because a lot of people have a hard time being them. But that is what we're being. That's what the angels want us to know. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Let's go ahead and move on and see the energy. So in the past, we're seeing that there's a disruption. Right now, we're just almost like, it's like we're shedding, we're letting go, we're immersing, we're emerging. And it's like, in a way, we're blinded to what's on the other side. So it's a matter of just being. It's a matter of being and almost like seeing what's going to come forward. Okay? What's going to come forward in this timeline shift? What is going to come forward? Well, in any disruption, there's a chance to go back and balance it. That is the beauty of cosmic energy, the beauty of tapping in to the laws of the universe. Because those laws are absolute. They've been proven over and over and over and over. And so maybe you came here just to explore those. The law of oneness, the law of attraction. That one's talked about a lot, but that's just one of 12 laws. Okay? Really? 8 laws, 10 laws. But those are all about really helping us learn how energy works. 4400. Spirit's here. All right, so let's go ahead. It's a perfect time to get into the Mahabharata. I love that this came up. The Ascended Masters are letting us know that, there's an initiation that we've collectively been going through. And those of you that find your way here at 4422, I'm going to tell you what, the double digits, you are working with the Ascended Masters. There is a 22. Holy moly. So you've dedicated, you've been walking the walk. Many of you are blinded. You're feeling the in alignment, okay? But you're taking the steps. And this is just letting you know there's that crown activation, okay? And this is letting us know collectively, hey, it's not time to really necessarily trust what you see with your eyes. Trust, what's coming here, even maybe even through your third eye, because this crown, when your crown and your channel is open, this is going to open. It's all about your gut. And this is what's being highlighted. What is your gut telling you? Because this is the house of your power. This is the house of your activity. And with all the energy that's going around right now, I can already tell you that there's an in alignment, okay? But this next rune that we're choosing for this position is talking about the energy that's coming in with a 9-8, right? I'm going to look at my notes here. Yeah, a 9-8. The moon Saturn conjunction. And Saturn, I believe, rules the house of Aquarius. So where is that in your chart? If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm learning myself. But it's all about, Google that. What house does Saturn rule and how does this affect my chart? This is a way to see how you're connecting to the cosmos, how you connect to the ancients, how you connect to the ascended masters, learning that there is more than just you. You are never alone. I'm not alone. You're not alone. And there is so much around us leading us in the direction. So this is the first of 3 rooms that are going to talk about the energy coming in with this. So this is for the Saturn moon conjunction. Okay. The Saturn moon conjunction. Let me look it up. Okay, so what we got here, let's make sure. This is the Thuras. Okay, this is the Thuras. I'm gonna hold it up for you. I know it's backwards. And it is in, it's actually, and I'm already seeing the way I chose it is it looks like a P, okay? And I'm seeing that if we're on the straight and narrow, there's a deviation. So this is taking us somewhere to grab something and come back, is what I'm seeing. But let's go ahead and look at page, I'm sorry, that was coming in. So 106, just kind of channel as we go, guys. It's always happening. And it's all here for service. It's for you. So I hope that you resonate with these messages. Let me know. Oh, okay. That's not it. Is that it? The Thuras. Not the one, Joe. Okay. Page 78. Sorry. I was in the wrong place. Okay. So 78. It's in the right position. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am not even, this is crazy. Do you know this corresponds literally in my book to Saturn? Literally. What? It means giant. It means misfortune. Okay? Wow. So Thuras represents a disruptive, threatening, or painful upset to the order of human life. What? It relates to the misfortune that undermines your security and creates disorder. It could be, in some cases, be a challenging personal issue, a thorny problem in the area of your health, romance, or finances. Okay? So do not fret, because what's happening is we're circling back. Saturn's coming back. We're coming back to revisit that original disruption in the past. So we're going back to that disruption in order to hold a different frequency and vibration, in order to claim. That's what we're getting out there. We're taking a deviation to claim the message in the mess, the gift in the challenge, and we're bringing it back to get us back on path. I mean, I just feel it with so much certainty. Often the threat signals that you're being blocked at home or at work. Perhaps one or more individuals working against you because of some sort of hostile environment. Remember, this is affecting us all. So the energy is coming back. And remember, it was a disruptive energy. It's an energy that made us feel unsafe. And when you feel unsafe or when you feel rattled, right? And when you feel rattled, how are you treating those around you? This is coming up with purpose. And the Ascended Masters are saying, this is the initiation. This is the actual test. This is the universe coming back around so that you can be ready. And are you ready? Are you standing in your power? Are you ready to take the next step? Because we're going back around to some of the same energy. And will you step the same way, or will you make a change and jump the timeline? Or will the timeline shift, which will allow you to make the change? It's happening for us all, and it's happening in different ways. But let's get into it. What do the Ascended Masters want us to know? First of all, in order to get your abundance, you've got to plug in. You've got to get into that meditation, because what you see on the outside is what you see inside. Now, notice his eyes are closed. We're getting a lot of eyes are closed. We're going into meditation. This is the ethers. This is the authenticity. This is the power of that sacral, of that feminine energy to receive, to plug in, to quiet everything around you, to get into that authenticity, to receive, and then take inspired action. And it's all about using your imagination. Absolutely. Any healer will tell you to use your imagination. In fact, that's how the attunements came to work with me. And that's how powerful we are, is that when you plug into your imagination, it is the brilliance that comes through, and it does not have to be defined. And we see this collectively when we look at dance and music and art. But it's time for us to see this within ourselves, that we all have this. As is happening for one is happening for all. It's all about you are everything. And if you are everything, you get to choose. You get to choose who you want to be, who you want to show up as. I literally just said you get to choose. You get to choose your structure. You are the manifester. You are the manifester. You have the ability to make anything happen. Wow. And that's what the Ascended Masters want you to know. Okay? It doesn't matter the energy in front of you, because look at, there's that 8 again. You, before you came here, you knew that there were going to be these challenges. You took these preconditions. That's part of your healing process. It's a part of getting you into the flow. It's part of the awakening. And look at the crown chakra. Look at the blue, the authenticity, the ribbons of gold, the deep alchemy, specifically happening on the masculine side of the body, which is the right side. Okay. And for all of you who really feel sensations, hello, I do too. The body is feeling these sensations. You're not crazy. I'm validating that. When you're feeling them on the right, it's your masculine energy. When you're feeling on the left, it's your feminine energy. So left is your sacral. That is the waters, the emotions. And the other one, the right, is your mind, your mental. So how are we working together? What are we alchemizing? And look at, we're alchemizing that mental body. And what is that doing? Allowing us to walk on those emotions. And this is what we took as a condition when we came here to be here at this time to generate this abundance. And when I'm saying abundance and I'm showing this 8, I am telling you right now, Metatron is telling me right now, thank you, Archangel Metatron, it's more than you think. This is crystalline. This is 8D. This is a shedding of the shadow self and walking fully in the light. Wow. Goosebumps. Remain impartial. 36. 36. Remain impartial. Allow your healing to come in. Allow the energy that's coming in guide you. Follow your instincts. And do you, because this guy right here, I love him because when the war broke out in this story, the Mahabharata, when the war broke out between two families, this guy, he didn't agree with it. And so what did he do? He focused on nourishing the communities. He focused on nourishing the communities. He focused more on the all than the self. Okay? And we see so much in the background. We see the birds, which is working with the angels and working with the elements. Okay? And there's storms and clearings behind. It's impossible for us to control all of this. And control is an illusion. And why do we control? Well, that's because of some judgment. And what happens when we create a judgment? We automatically close off what we want. We close off those choices. What? We close off those choices. Okay? So that's what's on bottom. You get to decide your structure. This is not about him, her, them. This is about you. And collectively, if we work on me, when I work on me, we help the all. When you work on you, you help the all. We give ourselves choices. We timeline jump and give ourselves new choices. And what are those choices all related to? An experience, to experience things in a different way, to experience a balance, to experience the vision, to experience alignment between our energies, to experience that we are safe and protected, to experience that we are in sync with the cosmic energy, and that we've dug down and we've adorned ourselves. And when I say that, it's because we've dug down and claimed the diamonds, the rubies, the garnets. And that is the alchemy that we grab. That is a frequency. It's not a thing. It's a frequency that we grab through our healings. And it's a matter of holding those. And that's what gives us our choice. Wow. Thank you, Ascended Masters. So it doesn't matter that there's a giant in front of us, a Saturn. Doesn't matter if the devil's in front of you. Because when you know who you are, you can do what you got to do and come right back. That's what? Yeah. But this is the energy on top. Now it's inverted. So let's take a look. We're flipping the script. We're flipping the script from the 12 to the 21. It's an inversion of the numbers, but what it all has to do is with balance. And how do we flip the script, y'all? When we love ourselves, when we have self-love, when we understand that we're connected to more, when that crown activation opens and we see this authenticity and where we fit in and we root this in. When we root this in and we literally sit on that throne, knowing that we're protected, knowing that we're bringing good energies towards us. Look at the moon back here. Okay? Now, the way she's sitting is she's open to the right. So she's receiving and she's standing in her power. And I want you to think of that because that's what the Ascended Masters want you to do. This is what's potential because of the giant in front of you, because of the disruption. This is why you came here. To know that, yes, it's going to try and drag you off your throne, but nope. You want to flip it? You nourish your soul. You keep your body, mind, and soul. You show yourself love. And how do you do that? By keeping your body, mind, and soul in balance. In balance. Because when you own your throne, you give yourself choices. And look at how the vibration and frequency is different. This is like, I'm feeling there's almost some doubts. There's some inauthenticity. Like there's a little bit of fear. It's like I've got everything coming together, but I'm still kind of letting what's around me determine what I see. This is confidence. This is what's going to come in with that energy when you find your way back to the line. When you walk and you get that obstacle and you come back and you get back in line. And everything has purpose because you're going back to undo that so that you can jump the timeline. Or you're jumping the timeline now and surrendering so that you can go back and have the courage to do that. No matter each way that it resonates for you, you're winning. This is positive for you. So trust and go. Trust and go. And when I say go, go when you feel prompted, because this is all about the feminine energy. We are talking this original disruption in the past, many moons ago, my friends. Many moons ago, this is much removed that we got sidetracked in the past. And now we have the ability to get back on path. Thank you, Ascended Masters. What is the energy coming in with the full moon, which is on 9/9, which is also a portal, 9/9 portal. This full moon is going, my husband just came home, so if you're hearing him, this full moon is in Pisces, okay? And already we're getting from Pisces the emotions. It's the water element. We're getting the emotions. We're getting the feminine and masculine energy, okay? We're getting the home, returning home with the eel. The salmon is said to have made the Piscean emblem, okay? So those are stories that you can look. The salmon, actually, I believe the salmon message was already posted. No, he didn't. Sorry. My husband's asking me questions, even though I tell him, don't ask me questions. All right. So the energy coming in, oh my gosh, this almost feels like a tower. This is the energy coming in with the full moon on the 9/9 portal. And I like that because it's a mirroring 9/9. And look at here. Do you not see a 9 here and the flip of the 9? What? This is pretty cool. Let's find out what this rune is. I'm not familiar. This is what's available to us. And I'm seeing an X in the middle and I'm seeing the center. We're being lifted to find the spot. X marks the spot. I'm seeing something in the middle. There's a crossroads, something here. So, oh my gosh, let's find out. I'm feeling this energy shift. It's called the mana. Now, I'm already feeling that this is positive because mana, I think, and this may come up, isn't mana corn? 169. Oh, well, mana is what? You guys, this is so cool. It's humanity is being lifted up. Humanity is finding the center. This full moon that's coming in on 9/9, this portal that's coming in Pisces is allowing us to get to the center of those emotions and to find, I mean, I just can't make it up. It's like in the center. And look at, this is what it's like, that's what started it. And it's like, this is what's adding to it. So it's all this energy coming together. It literally translates to man or humanity. In the runic world, vision, humanity is an integral part of the cosmic design, and we are talking about the cosmos. We have been gifted with talents, abilities, powers to assist us in the journey of life. And I believe the ancients are coming forward for you to claim the gift. What I mean by that is the gift and the challenge. And for many of you, it is knowledge, it is wisdom, it is an uncovering, it is to keep you walking on the path, because those that chose the ascended master path, you chose a path of enlightenment, which involves teaching, which involves giving back, knowing that you are part of the flow. I'm feeling the heat, and I'm also feeling a lot of release in the third eye. And this is going to help us understand, when we settle these emotions, that we can see with better vision, because when the sacral, when the feminine energy is safe and secure and rooted, we now can see with more clarity. And that is the gift and the challenge. To be able to see more clearly because of the previous obstacles, if you choose to increase and go on stilts and timeline jump, to make that jump, to make that leap. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that's what I want to share from there. And I'm also getting, hold on, I just saw this. The father of men. The father of men. So, the source, the ultimate, the sun, the ultimate masculine coming in to rise the vibration, to increase your vibration so that you can see from a different place. Oh my goodness. And doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it make sense that the angels, the archangels specifically, wanted to be heard on this? And a pre-shuffled shows the bat, that collectively we're all feeling this. Previously, we were hung. Previously, we were hung upside down, waiting for the signal, the bat signal. What? On the full moon? And this is for all of us. This collective alignment. Look at this. Between the solar and the throat chakra. And this is what's been coming up. This is what we're talking about. Stepping into authenticity. And this is cosmically coming in for all of us. And how is it coming in? Look at all this orange and red. It's coming in when we root ourselves and when we settle that emotional body. When we settle that emotional body, we can literally tap into the signal, our homing device, to go home. And isn't that what we've been talking about here? All right. Let's turn it upside down. It's time to stretch your thinking. It's time to get your head in the sun. Now notice, we're not directly looking at the sun. This allows me to share the message, okay? So it's not time to hide upside down. It's not time to stay there. This is why it's coming up. It's coming up because we need to open up, to plug ourselves into the sun, to take action, to flip the script, and to be able to see further is what the draft wants us to know. We have to flip the script, take action to see further. We have to take responsibility for our frequency and our vibration and the part of us within the all. It is a fabric that we're all part of. We all play a part. This gives me a chance to talk about the sun, okay? The sun is meant to help refreshing your light body, your spirit body. It actually is cleansing. But my guides and Metatron specifically is urging you not to look directly in the sun. There's a lot of activity in the sun as it's potentially just a huge portal. Okay, a huge portal. It's part of the cosmic energy of balance. And so, yes, it's great to go out and meditate in the sun indirectly, and just allow that to plug you into the all. And there's nothing you have to do in the present. Just be. Just be. Thank you for that message, angels. That's Archangel Uriel coming forward with that information. Okay, and we've got another angel coming forward to help us flip the script here. Okay, in order to flip the script, this is coming up to let us know that we're getting this timeline jump so that we can flip the script and get in the current of the cosmic energy to understand that the cosmic energy is like the animals, is like the angels, is like the crystals. It is all part of the same thing. And we want to do our part to illuminate the universe. So when we, get into this current, when we take that jump, we do our part to hold the frequency, knowing that each of us has a responsibility of holding the light of the grid. We are all of the light. I am the light. You are the light. We are the light. Even the shadow is of the light. They've just forgotten. But that doesn't mean that we allow those attachments. We take the nuggets, we take the gifts and the challenge, and we move on. We don't stay there. We don't live there. We don't live underground. We're bigger than that. There's more purpose than that. This is a matter of letting things flow through. Flow through. I'm so sorry, you guys. My husband just doesn't get it. Which is why I try to do these when my family's not here. And here we go. One more inverse. The energy is coming in to flip the script. And here is Metatron. Do you see all the angels? This is actually all the angels coming together. And if we counted the ants, I believe there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, there's 9. The healing is swirling in. The angels, the cosmic energy, the archangels, the angels, the ascended masters are swirling around you, assisting you. As I say this at 111, now 112, as we making a shift. And the energy is all around you, and we are all part of the structure. This is why the ant is coming up. And those of you that are brought here, you are actually collective workers, but this is a message that we are all. And when I say all, it's not just humanity. We're talking to man. We are talking to man, human. But we are not here by ourselves. On this beautiful earth of ours, there is more nature, more animals, more water, more trees, more blades of grass than we are. And so humanity needs to take a step up and allow all to be at the center, because we are all in this together. And that's the purpose, y'all. Wow, I'm feeling that so much. So it's all about, instead of not paying attention, it's about co-creation. It's about cooperation. It's about plugging into humanity. You, me, all of us. It's about no longer saying, oh, I don't know what to do. The problem's bigger than me. Because guess what? The energy is coming in to allow us each to get in touch, to find our center, to claim the gift in the moment. That's why the ancients are here. That's why the archangels are here. That's why the timing is so divine. And that's why you found yourself here. Wow. And what is the message the archangels want us to know? Those are already beautiful messages. That it's about freedom. The horse. It's about how you see yourself. Do you see yourself trapped, or do you see yourself free? Do you see yourself as a Mustang Do you see yourself as a palomino? Because it matters. What is your version of freedom? What is your version of who you are? Because we are each unique. But look at this, when we care for others and let them be free. And the horses have taught us so much, and they're teaching you right now. And actually, literally, we're getting this lift in humanity due to the horses. I'm feeling this so much on the Egyptian timeline. This will resonate with some of you and maybe many of you. Is that the horsemen that went into, Moses led into the sea, those horsemen cosmically, collectively, the magic is coming in. The unicorns are coming in, the dragons, the elements, the fae, on this full moon, collectively coming together to release the burdens, the servitude, the workhorse, and flipping and changing the vibration. Wow. This is a lift. And we all got to do it together. Pay it forward. As happens to one, happens to all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. And on bottom, this is what allows this cosmic shift. This is what allows the butterfly. And I love all the bubbles. Do you see the healing coming in? The rays, the cosmic energy swirling in, the angels swirling in. When you are in balance and in your power, our job is to lift ourselves, to be centered. Do you see the butterfly? To lift ourselves and be centered, and to know the butterfly is so majestic as we see it flutter over the fields as it gracefully touches a flower. You could just watch them. And this is how we're meant to treat each other. This is how we're meant to exude, because when we embrace this vibration, we embrace and affect all life around us. Do you not see the all working together? There's this emergence. This is truly beautiful. The flowers, the crystals, the cosmos, the all working together. We are collectively spreading our wings, and we're discovering something new through this elevation. Thank you, archangels. So what is the outcome of all this energy? On 9/11, we have the moon Jupiter conjunction, and Jupiter is literally all about harvest. This is the harvest moon. It is a 9/9 portal. You can tell the energy is here. We've got everything in retrograde except for Venus and Mars. Which is the ultimate about getting the feminine and masculine energy. And so even as happening for one is happening for all. In the cosmos, it is happening. It is happening for you. It is happening for me. It is happening for all. Do you see it? Do you see the connection? So what is the outcome for all of us? Okay, I pulled it like this. So what I mean is I pulled it like opposite of Pac-Man. Okay, so you're seeing Pac-Man, which is hilarious. You're seeing Pac-Man. Okay, and this is really already very much getting me messages. This is where we were. Okay, Pac-Man. Got to get the pellets. Got to finish the level. Got to get to the next screen. For who? Why? Why do you have to get to the next screen? Why do you have to spend that stress and that energy to get to the next screen? Because you're creating a judgment on yourself. And when you're creating judgment, you're creating that workhorse. No. This is what we're getting. Instead of collecting the Pac-Man, we're going with the flow and letting, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Instead, if you imagine the Pac-Man game, we're letting the dots pull us. What? Let's find out what this means. This is our last one. This is the outcome. It is inverted, okay? So I'm not sure what that means. This is the canaz. We're going to go to page 96. It's beautiful how this is coming together. I hope this message is resonating with you. I hope I get some feedback. I hope many of you find this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you know what this stands for? In its regular position, it stands for flame, torch. And it corresponds to ulcer. So, in order to understand the inversion, let's talk about what it means in this correct one. Okay, correct placement. It means pine torch, refers to an instrument used to light a hall or an outdoor place. It is therefore the symbol of light and illumination. On a personal level, it stands for warmth, friendship, and love. The wisdom of the heart is crucial to happiness, and the emotional fulfillment is an omen of the staff in the upright position. Okay? Now, in the inverted, this is coming up for purpose. So we're talking about this position is how we pulled it. We've got the cosmic energy. So we're talking about how all these energies come together and where are we feeling when Jupiter moon conjuncts with Jupiter? Okay. How is this ending the cycle? How are we flipping from one to the other is the outcome. We're literally flipping. We were being led. I'm actually, we were being led this whole time. And now it's time for us to lead others. Reversed, the canaz reveals the destructive, biting side of fire. Fire is bright, but it can burn. So this is talking about that Pac-Man, that have to flip the script and to understand if you want to be or not to be who you want to be in the present doesn't have to do with anything that you have to do. Having a fire burning is wonderful, but having a raging inferno, taking action without inspiration leads to nothing. Leads to nothing. We're done with that. We're done with that. So in the inversion, a fire is bright, it can burn in love, in friendship, in war. Sometimes this alludes to health issues, the burning inflammation, fever, or the ulcer of the rune palms. A change in diet or lifestyle may be in order as you feel cankered by the world. You see another source of flame, nurturing the new light. Where you find it brings illumination back to your life. And this is what I'm finding. It doesn't matter. This is coming up in a positive way for us because this is where we've been in the Piscean age. We're changing an age of Aquarius. We're changing the Piscean thoughts 1, 2, 3 on the clock. We're taking the steps to change what was, and now we're stepping into what could be. And it's all based on what you see inside. Okay? So it's like we're giving our power away. We're keeping our power to lead, to walk forward with the flame within us. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. With the flame within us. And there's this illumination. And doesn't this look like the tail of the fish? We're giving ourself direction. But the emotions, but we're not, it's not the whole fish, it's the tail. Because the tail with the eel, and now we're moving into new wisdom, but the eel had told us that the tail allows us to make our own waves. And this is what we are here collectively learning, Thank you so much. And we've got some prayers of coming forward in our world, offering oracle. And this is so synchronistic because this is on these cards is Lord Ganesh, which is in the Hindu religion. Actually, I want to see if it's in the Mahabharata because it's part of the Mahabharata story. And I want to read you a little bit about, oh, it doesn't say, it says their names. Hold on, let me look real quick. Well, anyway, Ganesh, Lord Ganesh is seen as the sun. Okay, it's not in here. Oh, wait, hold on. Ganesha, Brahma, Garni. Okay, maybe I'm getting it confused. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to pull out my notes because this was so synchronistic. When a couple weeks ago I had a attunement come up with my guides of sunflower and hematite. And I knew right away that next I was going to do another combination of rose and green Adventurine. And a few days ago, it surprised me because out of nowhere, I had the inspiration to attune to hibiscus. And so it was very synchronistic for me to find out a couple things. Number one, hibiscus is in its native culture of China called the China rose. And we are talking about the thorny situation. Remember how we had things come back around the thorny situation? And so I love that these attunements, and I'm doing an attunement combination of the hibiscus, which hibiscus, guess what it does? It absorbs prana to the center to deflect negativity. That's the purpose of it. It's used by the ancients to attract, to pull in good luck, love, soulmates. Okay, so that's going to be amazing. And then we have the green Adventurine coming in as the stems and to pull as the energy is pulled from the hibiscus down into the stem of the green Adventurine. And what it does is it unlocks pockets of heat. It unlocks those pockets of heat, that overheating that we were feeling. So this is so beautiful. And it really allows us to flip that script and to really direct the fire because everything has a vibration. And when you can direct the fire, or when you have the higher purification of the violet fire, then there's a different understanding. There's a different movement. Okay? And so this is coming up together. And how synchronistic is this? Are you ready? I had no idea. But I was Googling hibiscus and I stumbled upon Lord Ganesh, which is really interesting because as soon as I was like, ooh, hibiscus, I had this like remembering of someone posting a picture of this. And so anyway, I Googled hibiscus and the pink elephant, literally, and I found out that right now is the celebration of Lord Ganesh. Right now, it started, it's a 10-day celebration. It started on August 31st, and it's 10 days of adorning and really going through lots of different ways, different facets of watching what you're eating, of dancing, of singing, all these different ways. And what is this all about? It's all about the offering. So I love that we're calling this the offering. The offering to Goddess Kali and to Lord Ganesh in the Hindu worship. And it's all about the 10 days of worship. And then on the 11th day, which happens to be the day after 9/9, which is 9/10, on that day, really happening on 9/10, happening for all Hindus, is they take those offerings and they dress them in hibiscus and other flowers, but hibiscus, red hibiscus specifically, and they adorn them and they have a whole procession to the sea, to the water, and they immerse their offering into the water so that Lord Ganesh can go back home. I cannot make this up. I cannot. It's just so beautiful how it comes together. And so we're talking about true love here. We're talking about true love. We're talking about you adorning, using the flowers for your offering, for understanding the beauty, right? When you think of flowers, they talk about the sweetness of life. The moment can be fleeting, especially with the hibiscus. And this is talking about living in that moment. And that's why the hummingbird came forward, because one of the favorite flowers of the hummingbird is the hibiscus. The hibiscus. And so it's nourishing the hummingbird. The hummingbird is, in essence, Archangel Metatron, thank you, letting us know this overactive masculine activity. It's like the energy here is to nourish and to come through and to find this alignment of true love. And what is this true love? It needs to be read. Your wholeness. Remember, this is all about coming back to oneness. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty of wearing your crown actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear source, and know true love. True love is you in your authenticity, letting these emotions, do you see the tears, the wetness? Letting the emotions balance and taking the excess to nourish the flowers, the things that are going to bloom where? Here, in your heart center. In your heart center. And that is why we're seeing this pink, the higher activation of the higher heart. There's that same butterfly. Let go of the perfectionism. And there's the sunflowers. We planted seeds. We planted seeds collectively. And this is about letting go of the perfectionism. This is about that there is divine timing. It's cosmic. It's not just one part. And there's this emergence. Okay. And I'm feeling that I'm getting this like twin flame. So we're in the right spot. Challenges. There's that butterfly. Even though there's challenges, and look at this is all purple. Challenges in what? Purple and blue. Challenges that we're overcoming to get into that authenticity so that we can see more clearly. And how do we do that? By allowing ourselves to flutter and to dibble dabble and flutter and fly on the new experiences that grow from the seeds in our heart. Are you seeing this connection? Beautiful outcome coming together. I can just feel it. There's that butterfly again, aging. And as we continue to nourish, as we continue to allow these emotions to fall off, we nourish and look at, not only do we step into our authenticity, but there is an unfolding. There is the gift in the challenge. And what is that gift? The change, the spark. But this spark is centered. It has its own structure. Okay? And it grows evenly on both sides. So it allows this unfoldment, this authenticity. And I'm seeing this as, the lotus, this blue lotus. But stepping into these varying degrees of authenticity allows the lotus, which is your crown, to open. So the shift within to embrace your power, to embrace your spark, to embrace your shift, opens you up to unfold with the divine, letting us know that there is no mistake. And the outcome is we have the ability to go back and to shift timelines to do what? change our experience as we age. As we age. Here we go. Final card. True love. It was there on bottom on the pre-shuffle. It was meant to come out. It was meant to come out. And on bottom, it says calmness. Oh my God. Are you seeing the hummingbird? What? Wow. And the flowers and the emotions coming in to nourish. Oh my goodness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and say, quiet my mind. May your peaceful calm take over. What? I have full goosebumps. Make sure you check out the message of the hummingbird. I'm going to actually put it in the description. So beautiful. And the hummingbird is just about knowing that you have all the resources around you. Yes, we know you work hard. Yes, we know. And they flap like 1,200 times a minute. It's like unbelievable how much energy they burn. And those of you that came here, this is your time of that. Know you're in the right place, but they're also smart. They're winged creatures that are smart, and they can drop their heart rate and they can hibernate if need be. But just remain calm and allow those waters to calm. Thank you for being here. I hope this resonated with you. Please let me know. Wow, beautiful messages. I certainly enjoyed them. Come back. I go live every Wednesday. I'm going to switch it, I think, to noon now that my daughter's in school, but I'm also doing more Oracle. So thank you for allowing me to share today, and have yourself a blessed day. We finish at 136. So we're getting those oneness, the 3 of balance, the 6 of integration, and we're going to wrap it up as it just shifted and we just took the next step to 137, oneness, ending the cycle. Thank you, angels, for the messages. Thank you to the ascended masters. Thank you to the crystals, to the elements. Have yourself a blessed weekend, and really think about the insights you got by being here. Have a great day.